Rob, this made me chuckle. I don't claim to have any inside information on this. I haven't talked to anybody about it, but I just find it laughable. All right, The Athletic did a nice piece where they talked to agents, anonymously, of course, and had them address various topics. And at one portion of the story, they asked the agents to identify the highest profile player that they expect to change teams. One agent, Rob, said Kawhi Leonard, and he added this quote, "I heard the Clippers are going to break that roster up." Rob, they may indeed make some moves, but I would be gobsmacked if they moved Kawhi Leonard. Now, and I get it. Look, there were issues. He lived in San Diego, took the helicopter to games and practices, was late for some flights. Obviously, there's the load management. But unless he is just really causing major problems, there is no way they are trading Kawhi Leonard. Absolutely no way.
I think that is thrown out there. He's a big name. That's going to get some people interested. I'm not saying that the Athletic made it up.
No, some agent said
for
it.
An agent, I'm just saying. No. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. An agent throwing it out there. But I'm with you. I don't believe that that's the route you take. Let's not say, Chris, they were supposed to go to the NBA Finals and they were the 8 seed instead of the 2 seed. They were supposed to win, and they got knocked out in the first round, or they got swept by the Denver Nuggets. No, they were up 3-1. They were where they were supposed to be. Let's just be honest. Am I right, Chris? Were they not where they were supposed to be? They didn't close the deal, but that doesn't mean you're going to get rid of. People have come back from bad situations and won again. We've talked about it. You've talked about it. You brought it up about LeBron, the first year in Miami. They lose to a bad Dallas Mavericks team compared to where they were. Did they go and say, oh, my God, let's get rid of Chris Bosh. Let's get rid of Dwayne Wade. This isn't going to work. No. That doesn't even make any sense. That story makes no sense.
And here's the deal, too, Rob. First of all, who's better than Kawhi? Or arguably, because you can argue he's better than just about anybody. I think LeBron's still the best player in the world, but LeBron's older, so let's take him off the table. Who's better that you would trade him for? Anthony Davis. Would the Lakers do that?
No. Kevin Durant. That ain't happening.
Right. Brooklyn wouldn't do that. Giannis.
That ain't happening.
No. And here's the deal, too. Kawhi's only got 1 year left on his deal. If he was traded somewhere, if he was traded to a place he didn't want to go, first of all, he can leave there after a year. And secondly, that team would not give up anything of value for him because they'd be like, well, he might leave after a year. And here's the other thing. Look, he's 29 years old, and he's from L.A. He wanted to be in L.A. I don't think he's going anywhere, Rob, after this year. I mean, barring some, and I'm not even talking about losing in the playoffs. I'm saying barring some major, unforeseen disaster, he wanted to be in L.A. Why would he leave? He's already been on 3 teams. Three teams is enough for a star, right? A superstar. You don't need to go to more than that.
And think about this. This is the other part, too. You gotta be honest with this. He had 2 options, Chris. He had Easy Street with the Lakers, right? Anthony Davis and LeBron. He had Easy Street offered to him. They had the money. It was on the table, right? And he decided to go with a team that's never won anything and is second fiddle in L.A. and all the other stuff. So that doesn't make any sense that he would be ready to just go like, okay, well, it didn't work the first year. I'm out of here, or get me out of here. None of that makes any sense to me.
Not at all.
He chose to come to the Clippers, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he play well?
Now look,
did he play well at the end? No, he didn't play well at the end.
Well, he was great throughout the whole season.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't deliver in the end, no question.
He didn't finish the job. That's all.
And Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense at all. And look, I'm sure they're trying to talk to him about the load management. If he is just adamant, I can't play more than 60 games in a year, whatever. And here's the thing, though, he can. Because, Rob, we saw him in the bubble. You're playing every other day. And he was great. And the reason he fell apart, now he did look tired at times. So he just got to get in better shape. But he didn't look like he had any knee problems. You know what I mean? Like he was limping or
you remember we were talking about his
and
his
I hope he's
9
not raising Cain about I gotta load manage. That would upset me if I'm the Clippers. But still, I would still go another year with him and try it out.
And you remember how he started off the first 9 games, they were equal to Michael Jordan. He had played so well. You're talking about it, playing every other day, right? And he had put up numbers big time.
Right.
So he was playing well.
Look, the changes I expect them to make, maybe to the some of the role players. I don't think they're like, we got to get rid of Paul George. But yeah, if they could get a better player for him, would they do it? If they could get a Bradley Beal, which they can't, for him, it'd have to be some type of maybe 3-team deal or something else thrown in there. But I other than, a better player for Paul George that they can get, I see them having Kawhi and PG for next season and then maybe retooling a few of the role players. But look, you got a new coach in there, Ty Lue. He knows what the problems were. Yeah, I think all this talk
he
about
wouldn't be
totally
coach
destroying the team is different. It's just off.
And Chris, he wouldn't be coach if Kawhi and those guys had an issue with him. You know that,
and
right?
they said they asked
yes.
him,
They
where
wanted
at
him.
with Ty
So
Lue. Yep.
Exactly.